Alex Honnold, the world-renowned professional rock climber famous for pushing the absolute limits of human capability, has candidly revealed that the financial compensation he received for his daring free solo ascent of the Taipei 101 skyscraper was surprisingly modest, something he described as downright embarrassing when viewed through the lens of mainstream professional sports earnings. This climb, a breathtaking 1,667-foot vertical challenge without ropes or any protective gear, was captured and broadcast live on Netflix, turning what could have been a private feat into a global spectacle viewed by audiences in Taiwan and beyond. Honnold, now 40 years old, has long been synonymous with free soloing, the purest and most dangerous form of climbing, where a single mistake means certain death. His most legendary achievement remains the 2017 free solo of El Capitan's 3,000-foot granite face in Yosemite National Park, a climb that made history as the first of its kind on that scale and was immortalized in the Oscar-winning documentary Free Solo. That film not only showcased his extraordinary skill and mental fortitude but also brought his story to a much wider audience, highlighting the blend of preparation, focus, and raw courage required for such endeavors. For the Taipei 101 project, Honnold scaled the 101-story building in just over an hour and a half, an impressive time given the structure's height, urban setting, and the unique challenges of climbing man-made surfaces rather than natural rock. The building itself, once the tallest in the world, features a distinctive architectural design with setbacks, glass panels, and structural elements that Honnold identified as particularly climbable years earlier. He first scouted the tower back around 2013 for a different television project that ultimately fell through, planting the seed for this attempt that simmered for over a decade until the opportunity with Netflix materialized. In interviews surrounding the climb, Honnold was refreshingly honest about the money involved. He explained that while he earned what reporters described as mid-six figures for the effort, a sum that might sound substantial to most people, it pales in comparison to the multimillion-dollar contracts handed out in sports like Major League Baseball. He pointed out that even relatively obscure players in those leagues can command deals worth $170 million or more, deals that dwarf what extreme athletes like him typically receive despite the life-or-death risks and the massive public attention their feats generate. What makes Honnold's perspective particularly striking is his admission that the financial reward was never the primary motivation. He stated unequivocally that if the building's owners had simply granted him permission to climb without any media involvement or broadcast, he would have done it purely for the experience. The act itself, the thrill of the ascent, the technical challenge, the mental discipline required to stay calm thousands of feet above the ground, held intrinsic value far greater than any paycheck. He described the climb as awesome and so fun, emphasizing that securing rare permission for such a high-profile urban climb is difficult enough that one almost has to seize the opportunity when it arises. Honnold's family life adds another layer to his reflections. As a father to two young daughters, June age 3, and Alice 23 months, with his wife Sonny McCandless, he balances the extreme risks of his profession with the responsibilities of parenthood. Yet his passion for climbing remains undimmed, rooted in a lifelong love for the sport and the unique satisfaction it provides. The Taipei 101 climb represents a different kind of challenge from his traditional rock routes. It's vertical urban exploration at its most extreme, blending athleticism, problem-solving, and the surreal experience of moving through a modern architectural marvel as if it were a natural formation. The decision to pursue this particular building stemmed from its suitability for free soloing. Its holds, textures, and layout offered a feasible path where many skyscrapers would not. Honnold's preparation would have involved meticulous route analysis, physical training tailored to the building's specifics, and the psychological conditioning needed to handle the exposure and potential distractions of an urban environment, including wind, traffic noise far below, and the knowledge that failure would be witnessed live. Ultimately, Honnold's comments reveal a philosophy that prioritizes personal achievement and passion over financial gain. In a world where professional athletes often chase lucrative endorsements and contracts, his willingness to undertake one of the most hazardous climbs imaginable for what he considers modest pay, or even none at all, underscores the purity of his drive. The Taipei 101 ascent stands as another milestone in a career defined by defying gravity and expectations, proving once again why Honnold remains an icon in the climbing community and beyond.